What's going on YouTube? It's Ben, and in this video, we're going to talk about how to demonstrate your value to recruiting clients. What's going on YouTube? It is Ben, and if you're new to my channel, I talk a lot about recruiting, entrepreneurship, business, all of those things and in between. And if you're into that kind of stuff, you should definitely take a second and smash that big old red subscribe button right down below so you get notified every time I come out with a new video. So if you're a loyal subscriber, in yesterday's video, you would know that I described my philosophy on how to enter the recruiting market as a brand new recruiter by using price as your value proposition. To which I received a ton of hate from old school recruiters all across the board that apparently don't understand the recruiting world of 2019. However, I did receive a ton of love from a lot of you guys out there, recruiters and such, older and younger, who do understand my methodologies and my strategies, and for that, I am super appreciative. So I only thought that it would be natural for me to do a video right after that one on all of the other ways that you can just demonstrate and describe your value to clients as a recruiter growing your recruiting business. So if you haven't experienced it yet, or if you haven't guessed it yet, inevitably you're gonna grow, and you're gonna grow beyond certain niches or certain price points or just certain levels that you want to work in recruiting. Eventually, you're going to become highly knowledgeable and highly confident and know everything there is to know about recruiting, especially if you've been watching my videos. Smash the like button if you've learned anything from me, quick plug. And eventually, you'll definitely want to be tiering up in fees and in different niches. And so I want to talk about all the ways you can demonstrate that value to get those higher fees as you grow. So the main question is, how can you demonstrate your value as a recruiter to clients in order to get into those higher brackets, charging 15, 20, 25% for higher ticket roles, higher and harder to fill positions, things like that? How can you move up into that space and demonstrate a really good value prop in order to get those job orders and sign those clients? The number one thing that you can do to demonstrate your value is your value itself. So after a while in the recruiting game, you're going to make a name for yourself. You're going to be under-promising, over-delivering. You're going to be giving people exactly what they want, high-quality candidates, on time, on schedule, on demand, and all of that is considered super high value. And that's going to follow you everywhere you go. People will know you as a high-value recruiter, and that value will simply mean lots and lots of future business for you. Honestly, with that kind of value surrounding you, sometimes you don't even need to demonstrate it to clients because others will demonstrate it for you through referrals or repeat business at higher fees and things like that. Your name will spread. People will just know you as a valuable recruiter, and that's really cool. Business development will become easier and easier because as your network grows and as you're known as a valuable recruiter, meaning you deliver on all of your promises and you provide quality candidates and you do it on time and you do everything right, you're in a really good spot. And that value is going to mean immense things for how you can hack yourself up into the sphere of the higher fees, the higher niche roles, and all of that sort of thing. The ultimate key to this is delivering value from day one. And so if you remember from yesterday's video, what I said is when I charge a client 10%, I deliver them 20% value, okay? So I don't deliver them 10% service, I deliver them double that in service, whether they're paying me 10% or even less. Never I've taken a 5% fee, but if I were paying me that, I would still deliver them 20% value. Why? Because I want to be known as a valuable recruiter. Delivering value from day one is going to set you up for ultimate success when it comes to filling higher ticket roles for higher fees. And that's my first point on how you can demonstrate value by using your value to your clients. The number two way that you can demonstrate your value as a recruiter to clients is your market knowledge. So after recruiting for a while, you're definitely going to pick up a thing or two, and that's going to serve you very, very well going forward. Things like what a high quality candidate looks like for a job. Things like how to spot red flags right away. How to know when someone's the perfect fit and meets your client's expectations exactly. See, this type of knowledge that you start learning from day one is going to serve you once you establish yourself and once you want to rise up and start charging 20-25% for higher job orders. This knowledge of the market and how to spot really quality candidates, bad candidates, and know exactly what to deliver to your clients is going to serve you immensely, because ultimately they're going to want to do business with you continuously once they see that you're demonstrating extreme value to them by showing off that you know the market inside and out. The number 3 way that you can demonstrate your value as a recruiter to your clients is your fill rate. All right, I know some of you might be wondering, what is a fill rate? So your fill rate is the percentage of job orders that you successfully fill with qualified candidates. And just like I said before, when you learn exactly what a good candidate is versus a bad candidate is, you're going to have a super good fill rate, because you'll know exactly who to filter out and who to filter in and who to send to your client that you actually want to get hired. That person will be retained and your fill rate will go to 100%, hopefully 100%, and you'll have a really, really solid fill rate. And you'll be known as a valuable recruiter with a good fill rate and someone that's totally a person that everyone wants to work with. This is a 3rd way that you can totally demonstrate your value as a recruiter to a client. Now, the 4th way that you can totally demonstrate your value to a client as a recruiter is by showing them a stellar client and candidate experience. Now, by all means, this is not something that you're going to learn overnight. This is something that you learn from the moment you start your business all the way up until when you actually become proficient at it. You need to understand that your client needs to have just as good of an experience as your candidate does. And the reason for that is because if your candidate doesn't have a great experience working with you, they're not going to sign an offer letter, which means you don't have a candidate, which means you can't make a fill, which means your fill rate's going to suck and you're not going to be able to have a really good client relationship. So everything's going to fail. So your client and your candidate must have a stellar experience. So what does it really mean to provide a stellar candidate and client experience for both parties? Ultimately, it really means finding out what each party's needs are, your client's needs and your candidate's needs, and meeting them exactly, or compromising on them, and making sure that everyone is at least happy enough to sign an offer letter, take a job, and make a hire. Right? So if your client wants specifics on a candidate, you need to make sure that you go out and find those specifics on that candidate. If your candidate wants a particular type of role, you need to make sure that your client is going to provide them with exactly what they want. Everyone here needs to be served well. And if they're not, they're all going to walk away from the table. You're essentially the broker here, and you need to make those things happen. If you can't make those things happen, you're not going to be providing a stellar experience for either of them, and chances are things will fall apart or someone's going to walk away from the table. Lucky for you, starting a recruiting agency and learning candidates and learning clients and learning their needs, you're going to know at some point what exactly those needs are and how to meet them. And once you're at that point, you'll totally be able to demonstrate supreme value on giving a great client experience and a great candidate experience, because you'll know what questions to ask, you'll know what answers to give, you'll know how to bring parties together, you'll be a really, really good matchmaker, and you'll also know how to negotiate and compromise between the two parties. This is going to be something that's super, super important, because if you can't master this, you're definitely not going to be able to demonstrate really good value to your client, which is exactly the goal here, so that you can start charging 20-25% for high ticket roles. So although there are so many more ways that you can demonstrate your value to a client, these are just a few critical items that are definitely necessary in order for you to demonstrate value to a client so that you can take 20 or 25% fees from them for placing job orders. Alright guys, so that's it for today. If you definitely enjoyed this video, please smash that like button down below and smash that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already. Hit the alert button so you know every single time I come out with a new video, which is pretty much every single day. So I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Take care.